This is a Cel-Fi GO unit. For all of you guys who doesn't know what this thing does, it is called a signal repeater. They call it a smart signal repeater. So the idea is that you turn your car, camper trailer, caravan, whatever it might be, into a mobile phone station. So this does exactly the same thing that the telephone towers all over the place do. So once you install one in your car, it consists out of an external aerial that will receive a very weak cell phone signal. It will then go into this unit, the Cel-Fi booster or amplifier. And then there's a second aerial that's being installed inside the vehicle. We usually install it on the center tunnel under the center console here. I'll explain to you in a minute why. And that will send out the amplified signal. So, and if you were just in and out of reception, you know, you just got one bar, but it's not enough to make a telephone call. That's usually enough if you turn the cell phone booster on to get 5 bars back. It actually works really well. There have been a lot of mixed reviews on these units. For some people they work really well, for others they don't. The reason for that is I think a lot of people don't read the user manual. So there's a trick for installing these. You have to make sure that the external aerial and the internal aerial cannot see each other, because otherwise they interfere with each other. And you can think about it, if this receives an external signal, amplifies it, sends it out, and the two aerials can see each other, they're not shielded by any metal in between, it will receive its own signal, try to amplify that, and the whole amplification process breaks down and the whole unit doesn't work. So what you need to do when you install these is, usually aerial goes onto the bull bar. That's why we put the internal aerial here, because then we've got the firewall, the engine, all that sort of stuff in between the external aerial and the internal aerial. That way they can't see each other. And then when you've got it all installed and you power it up for the first time, you have to connect to it with the app. It's all in the manual. And you have to register your mobile telephone tower. Only after you've registered the unit, it will actually start to work. Before, it does not amplify anything. So I think that's another little thing where people trip over a fair bit. And after that, and it usually does a software update, and then it comes up with a little dashboard, and it's got 3 dials on there. And one of them is called antenna separation. That's where you can check how well your separation works. And you want to make sure that dial is green, because only if that's the case the system will work really well. And once you've followed all those steps, these systems work brilliantly. I've had one in my car for over a year, and I get reception where other people get absolutely nothing. And you don't have to log in or anything. You can get these for Telstra, you can get these for Optus as well, but I'd only recommend using Telstra because they've got the best coverage out in the bush. And as soon as you walk up to your car and the unit is turned on, you will find that you get reception back on your phone. So you do not need to use the app and log in. Once the thing is configured, all you need to do is be close to your car and you've got phone reception again. Works an absolute treat. Highly recommended. If you need to work remotely or you're relying on being able to talk on the phone a lot, mobile internet, whatever it might be, this is a real game changer for being out in the bush. The only better thing you can get is probably Starlink, where you can definitely make sure you got reception, because this is still depending on a little bit of phone reception. So if you're hundreds of kilometers from the next telephone tower, this is still not going to work. But most tracks, you always get a little bit of reception somewhere. Works very well for me. There's only one reason where I recommend really do not get this unit. If you go out in the bush to get away from your telephone, do not buy a Cel-Fi GO system. You'll hate it. Thank you very much. I'll see you for the next one. You can find these units on our website. The link is below on Perth Pro. You will also find a lot more information on how to install them, the manuals, link to the manufacturer websites and everything. Yeah, so if you want to do more research, go to Perth Pro. You'll find everything in the description below. Thank you very much for watching and see you for the next one.